So I'm going to give you guys the quick TLDR of the V3 changes. Dan Heng's shielding ability got nerfed. However, the new SP relic set got changed into a shielding one. So the changes shouldn't be as bad as you think, especially considering Dan Heng was already the strongest sustainer in the entirety of the game. In turn, for his shields getting nerfed, his dragon's damage seemed to be overall buff. His E1 went from 15% respen to an 18% respen increase for the bondmate, and his E2 much more noticeably increases the damage for the dragon compared to before, so his eidolons are way more valuable than they used to be. And lastly, his light cone got a new additional effect in which, after using ultimate, the lowest HP ally on field will get a heal equal to 10% of Dan Heng's attack, obviously when he uses ultimate. So that's the TLDR for the Dan Heng changes. His E4 also got slightly nerfed. Well, I shouldn't say nerfed. Well, yeah, it got nerfed. Okay. His E4 went from 12% defense shred for the ally to basically ally takes 20% less damage, and then they moved the defense shred to his E6. So, yep, in any, E4, E6, Dan Heng pullers, whatever. So, yeah. After this, we have Evernight. So, Evernight, she basically got her Cassie charging nerfed. And the reason they did this is probably because it was just way too fucking broken, right? So Eevee's HP is now 50% of March's max HP compared to before when it was 100%. However, in turn, they decided to buff the overall damage that Eevee does, meaning March main DPS is likely stronger than it used to be. And they as well remove the 30 energy that she gains from Eevee exploding, and now she gains 5 energy every time a Memo Sprite acts on her team. So in main DPS March, this will probably just be worse unless you run Hyacine plus Cyrene. Maybe that can make up for the difference. And obviously in sub DPS Cassie teams where it's going to be mono remembrance, then she'll be completely in the clear and probably regen energy more often than she used to, right? So that's that as well. On her ult, she now applies 24% vulnerability in the darkest riddle state instead of 20%. Her normal 40% crit damage buff after using skill got changed to a 60% crit damage buff to all allies, and her mono remembrance buff, where basically each remembrance character added increases crit damage, also got buffed. So now, instead of it capping out at 50% crit damage for 4 remembrance teammates, it caps out at 65. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. They locked the energy gen that March used to have in her base kit from exploding Eevee in her light cone. They added a new trace that makes her regen energy every time a Memo Sprite acts. They decreased her ability to charge Cassie. However, they increased her overall damage numbers and vulnerability / sub DPS buffing. As for Dan Heng, his shields got nerfed while his attacks got all increased across the board with buffs to his E1 and E2. That's it. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.